It is said that wars are only won upon the anvil of honor.
Others believe victory requires strategy and a mastery of power.
War is deception. A game played best from the shadows.
Only strength and raw power can assure total dominance.
Hey people, it's that time of the year again. A new patch note from LTA. Oh, this feels like Christmas already. So this is the patch notes for 1.27 by Marshmallow and SVNMS. So we're just gonna go straight through. I have been reading a lot of stuff, and of course I have not been reading everything, but we're gonna go through it. And of course there is 2 attached pictures, which we're also gonna be talking about. Some may already see it in the list here. But then again, let's go. Hero attack bonus primary attribute point has been decreased, from 1 to 0.90. Hero armor bonus per agility attribute has been decreased from 0.30 to 0.25. Both these small changes buff army strength versus hero strength. This will make little effect early game, but should be noticeable in the late game against high level heroes. Units with heavy armor now receive 50% less damage from magic attack types, changed from 200 to 150. Normal type attacks from melee units now deal 10% extra to unarmed caster units. Piercing attack deals 30% less damage to small armor types, changed from 200 to 170. Summoned armor types take 20% less damage from normal attacks. This brings them in line with heavy armor type. Okay, so we're gonna see that maybe demon units may not be completely bad. I mean, of course, this is a little bit changed, but the region in outline is Nagran, and I have received 1 picture, which is gonna be on the screen right now for you guys to have a good look at. Pause the video if you want to, but from what I could understand, like, is Oshogun in the middle of the entire zone? It looks like so to me. It might be bigger. I might just be, you know, it just might only be one little thingy. So, there we go, Nagrand, okay? Sunwell Isle has been expanded slightly to the east and has a shore to encourage people to invade it by sea and defending it harder. And I kinda like that, because if the Sunwell is first taken, then it's incredibly hard to get it back. So, you know that. Nexus has now been made into an island like in WoW and expanded. The Nexus can also be captured and contains a CP, and here is the second image of our new terrain, which is the Nexus, a new island around Boron Tundra. Yeah, Boron Tundra. So there we go. Take a good look. Now let's move on. Some slow poison abilities no longer affect heroes, or hero rotation has been reduced. Boots of Speed item has been removed from shops. This item made balancing heroes impossible. Mana regeneration from the captured Sunwell has been decreased from 2 to 1 and restored Sunwell from 3 to 1.5. Town halls no longer upgrade to the next building level. The upgrade buildings didn't serve any purpose, so this was pointless to keep it in the game. Now that means you can be able to get your elites and such much faster. Structures can no longer be built around Warsong Hold, Garadar, or Shadowforge until the relevant events are triggered. This will stop people from towering up before a base has been spawned for the event player. Okay. Most battles will now last 5% longer as units. Most battles will now last 5% longer as units tended to die so fast. Okay. The trees in Shangamas have a now 50% less houseable lumber inside. Oh god. So you can't start your lumber operation as the Legion then as much now. Alright, I guess that is fair. Some flyers now have a scorched ground ability. Drops inflammatory bombs on a targeted area of woodland, creating a forest fire and rapidly burning any trees within a small area. Use this to deny your enemy valuable lumber resources. Units with this ability: Dragonhawk Riders, Eagles, Gargoyles, Trollbat Riders, Wind Riders, Black Dragon Whelps, Gyrocopters, and Chaos Sentinels. Okay. 35 gold control points has been replaced with 30 gold control points, so general gold income will be slightly lower. Okay. So this was the miscellaneous. Yes, let's move on. Oh wait, there's actually some more. Graphics. The following are intended to reduce the graphical lag and save file space, or just general graphics improvements. Okay, so graphical bug fixes for DMVC's Temple of the Damned and Barracks model. Should be less black screen now. That is the Twilight ones, I believe. Consideration of import has begun, okay. Empowered Illidan's Essence of Gul'dan ability graphical effect has been toned down. War Drum's aura has had its buff effect removed line with all other auras. Balnazar and Deathrock now has the same color as they appear in Warcraft 3 campaigns. Oh. Skull Inquisitors no longer has Hero Glow. Okay, nice. Chemical Ember's effect on Forsaken Speed Wagons and Fire Siege units has been optimized to cause less graphical lag. Mass shields now use a better quality force field effect. Okay. Model optimization. If you notice any issue with the models below, please report them. Baron Darklaw, which is the Gun Grey main. Chaos Shaman, that's the new with the True Horde event. Battle Priest is... I don't remember who has that. Berserker, I don't know. Okay. We're just gonna keep moving then. So, Blood Elf, what new content do they have in this patch? Upon going wretched, Holdrun is now replaced with Illyria Dawnshield, more lore compatible. Now, I did some searching and tried to find who is Illyria Dawnshield because I've never heard about her. And apparently the only thing I could find was that she is apparently an elf that was consumed by some kind of artifact at the Quel'Danol Lodge, I believe it was. If some people could confirm who the hell she is to me, then I would be overjoyed. Dawnstrider Harbor can now be captured. Thank you. Blood Elves can restore the harbor by capturing it, giving them a small base and some reinforcements. Not if they already have gone wretched. Okay. So, let's keep a look at the balance for Blood Elves. Oh, this was a long list. Wretched Kill's HP has been greatly reduced to force him to rely more on his powerful mana shield. Well, we know he's strong. Cooldown and damage on Naga's Fort Lightning has been further increased. Naga Murderums have a hardened scales ability. Reduce the cost of Naga Sirens from 21 gold to 18. Naga Elite units have increased movement speed and Crushing Wave has been buffed. Summoned Sea Elementals from Naga Elites have been buffed. Illidan now does splash damage, and I'm gonna assume it is the semi-god Illidan. Maybe. I wouldn't imagine it's the normal Illidan. It couldn't be, is it? Sacrifice to kill Jane cooldown increased from 2 to 10 seconds. Blood Elves can no longer join the Horde if they go Forsaken Alliance. Blood Elves / Forsaken Alliance grants Lothar as a bonus hero. He's non-revivable, you won't get him if you already have another Blood Elven path. Blood Elf Wagons can now return Lumber. Oh, okay. The rotation of Atheist Rune of Alarm spell has been decreased from 40 seconds to 30 seconds, and mana regeneration by the spell has been reduced. Ooh, he's getting a nerf. The rotation of Atheist's Seer ultimate has been decreased from 20 to 15. Wretched Race mana burn now burns 80% mana instead of 100. It's been increased from 100 to 300. Empowered Illidan's collision site increased from 24 to 30. Ooh, that's a bit actually. Fellbreaker's HP reduced from 900 to 700. Magic Armor's magic reduction decreased from 50 to 30%. Okay. Mana burst mana restore increased from 120 to 200. The spell has been removed from the summoned mana race. Lothar now has an invasion. Okay. Fellkill's demonic vortex CD increased from 10 to 30 seconds. Oh god. Power Hunger mana regeneration. Oh god, hiccup. Decreased from 30 to 1.5. Summoned Flame Golems no longer magic immune, but is classed as a mechanical. Ooh. Blood Elves have a sight ward at 2 of the 3 rune stones to help them stop trolls from sniping your rune stones. Okay. Blood Elf Swordsman's defend ability has been replaced with magic defense ability. Okay. Now, we're gonna move over to Cult of them, which I've been reading a bit on, and they have been receiving some new changes and some new love again. Some changes has been made to Cult, which increases the difference between it and Scourge, making Scourge rely more on Cult, and Cult itself more similar to Dalaran. They have a new third caster, the Dalaran Exile, able to raise skeleton archers from nearby corpses, and that's all we get from that. We don't see what other abilities it's gonna have. Dark Hunter III can now tap into the Sunwell's energies, bring him to the Sunwell to empower him to a new hero, adept to destroy and disturbing enemy spellcasters. He is non-revivable. Arc Necromancer's spell shield has been replaced with Dark Sanctuary ability, which increases Cult's mobility by allowing him to teleport his unit safely to the Great Fortress Naxxramas. Now, I want to comment on this already. The new caster, okay, I guess that's fine. it is gonna be cool with Dark Undrat here. Getting him as a hero, he deserves a bit more in this game, I think. Ooh, this is gonna be this is gonna be, yeah, like Dark Sanctuary, free teleport to Naxxramas. I wonder how that's gonna work. Is it gonna be like Dark Summoning or just mass teleport? Now we're gonna move on to balance, because that's where most of the stuff starts happening. Silverhand's starting outpost at Lazlike Chapel in northern Lordaeron has been replaced with a Harp of Cult. Nice. Cult start off with 2 extra destroyers. Cult can no longer build shades from Temple of the Damned. Was pointless as you can transform cultists into shades. Cult can no longer build abominations. They can only create them via arc necromancers and summoned abominations now have summoned armor. Yes, this is a nerf to Cult. Flesh golems can be built at Slaughterhouse, no longer requires Naxxramas. So I do wonder how much difference these flesh golems are going to be for Cult of the Damned compared to abominations. Cult can no longer build front swims, but it can instead create destroyers from sacrificial pits without needing to upgrade them from statues. Destroyers has also been buffed. Cult can no longer build crypt fiends, which I'm maybe gonna assume that they might get skeleton archers, or just, you know, they have the archers from the summons. Necromancer's raise dead ability no longer summons skeleton archers, but instead summons a more powerful skeleton warrior at later levels. Ooh, that could be interesting. Scourger Cult now have increased starting forces at Silvermoon. Oh, this will make getting Silvermoon much more harder. Flesh Golems have a plus 500 HP and haunt ability, so how much does Abominations have again? 1100, which means 1500 or 1400 perhaps? I don't know. Around that, I think, and such. Naxxramas now has spell immunity and plus 5 armor and cooldown on open. The Naxxramas gate has been halved. Okay. Autocast on Cripple has been removed. Yes. The non-hero version of Drakhandrathir can be received at Death Home. This gives more reason to defend it and means Cult still has a chance of getting his event if non-hero hero dies early game. Triggering certain events for Cult now gives some gold and lumber rewards. Now I'm a bit afraid. I know that Blooders has this. Does everybody has this? I'm not sure, but if everybody has this, then it's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Heart of Naxxramas now has a revealed 20-second cooldown. Okay. Patchwork Limb inside Naxxramas has been moved to Stratholme. Airborne Blade Knights plus 100 HP and plus 2 armor. They can still be built at the Sacrificial Pits and increase their use. Obviously, still require accuracy. Skeletal Mastery upgrade now has 2 levels and increases efficiency of Necromancer's raise dead with each level. Okay. Summon no, it's gonna be Abomination. Has the unsummon ability, allowing you to suicide them when you need to. Oh, nice. Naxxramas can now be upgraded for a 3rd time. At level 3, it has a Saffron ability, which means if someone were to invade Naxxramas, you can summon Saffron the Guardian. That's what I get from that. Wise Council now restores 100, 130, 160, 180 mana, and costs 140. Okay. Under Alexandros level becomes based on Kel'Thuzad's level instead of living Alexandros model. Let me see. I'll just quickly hold on. Give me a moment. Okay, let's move on. Plain Cauldron spawn zombies faster and they have less last health. They have less health. That's what I'm gonna guess. Dark Ritual is now replaced with a Mass Frost Shield ability. Oh god. Oh, I've seen what, like, we had one test game with this ability. This could become dangerous. The Death Gate that spawns in Acros gets 2000 HP and 545 armor. The Everblade Knight have their HP increased from 1006 to 1007. Their attacks now apply cripple to the target. Doesn't affect heroes. The Everblade Knight's Death Strike now costs 100 mana. Anti-Magic Shell's cooldown increased from 0 to 5. The duration reduced from 90 to 140. 25 to 35. This means that each damage will be able to keep 5 units with the shield. The Banshees can keep 7 units up when the spell is upgraded. No Wise Counsel for Forsaken. Nice to see some changes with the Anti-Magic Shell. The mana cost of the spell reduced from 50 to 25. Okay. So that was nice to see some nerfing to Anti-Magic Shell in some way with the cooldown and such, because it was just absurd. Even though you dispelled, they would get it up instantly again. Okay, let's keep going. So, Dragonma, do you have anything new this game? Non-content, but you do have some balance. Dragonma's Ogre Bloodline upgrade has been considered to make it easier, but requires all 3 Ogre bases. Okay, Morgoth's collision size reduced from 36 to 20 seconds, standard for most heroes. Wise Council now restores. Yeah, we have seen the Wise Council thing. Grunts now have charge ability. Eye of Kilrock becomes a starting 4th spell, and the 2nd spell becomes the spell. Yes! Yes! Dragonma can finally start winning some battles with this spell now, because they have lacked the spell, and now they finally have it. Both Necrolites and Twilight Cultists are concerned. Thank you. Thank you, Marshmallow and SVMS. You answered my prayers for a long time now. Necrolite's damage reduced by 2. Twilight Citadel has now 10,000 HP and 15 armor. Twilight Citadel's HP increased by 100. Increased the effectiveness of spiked barricades. Clan Charge ultimate spell on Sela has had its damage reduced. Fantasism cooldown reduced from 30 to 15, and the rotation reduced from 15 to 5. Genning Yog will now create a small base within his chamber to help him defend him. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Let's move on to Legion here. They don't have much, but they do have some. Legion has a new Draenor Rift portal at the Twilight Ridge in Nagran connected to the Void. Okay, so they have another portal now. Infernal's HP has been increased by 500. Oh god. Some of the Legion's lesser demonic units now have an unsummon ability, allowing you to do suicide when you need to. Kill Jaden's Bestow gifts no longer works on heroes above level 20. Nice. A range of Legion's lesser Fell Keepers have been decreased from 900 to 700, and the damage reduced slightly. Yeah, the Wise Council, we read that already. Return to your Master now has 3-second casting time. Oh my god, nice. Kil'jaeden's sun level has been adjusted based on how much time has expired. For example, if he's summoned within 10 minutes of the game, he will start just at level 2. But if he's summoned an hour into the game, he will be level 9. Okay. Legion gets a reminder to find the book with the sound taken from the Undead campaign dialogue. Okay, some roleplay added in there. I think that's what was all for Legion. Yes, what about Scourge? So they have some little bit new stuff here. Not new any content, but like balance. So Scourge can no longer create destroyers and must rely on Cult for these. Scourge can no longer has access to Exhumed Corpses upgrade. Scourge can no longer build gargoyles, but has Frostworms limit increased from 4 to 8. Scourge start with +2 worms. Scourged Raised Paladin's allowance has been set from 6 to 8. The Frozen Throne's attack range has been increased to 1,200. Scourge has an extra 2 ships west of Ice Crown. Bile Explosion has been removed from Scourge Abominations. Cult still has this. Scourge now starts off with Born Tundra and Stormpig CPs. This means less early game creeping for the players. Now you're making it easy for Scourge. They're gonna have a big buff this game. This patch, sorry. The Wrath Gate has been increased from 1,000 to 10,000. Repair items / cost items has been increased. The gate was previously useless. Scourge starts with 2 acolytes at the Frozen Throne. Okay, so that was all for Scourge. Now there's a lot on Silver Hand, but okay, hold on. Right, Silver Hand, a new unit, or new elite unit, sorry, Scarlet Crusade, the Scarlet Crusade, no wait, unit for the Scarlet Crusade. The Crusader replaces Paladins. Okay, and then we get nothing more out of that. Alliance can now restore the Harbor if they have researched the High Elf relation path, but only if Blood Elves have not already restored the Harbor and not as Scarlet Crusade. The Harbor becomes destructible after the restoration event. Okay. Now let's look at balance here, because I can already see some shit going on here. Lord Garethus has plus 150 HP and 2 more intelligence. Alexander's no longer is Divine Shield. Ooh. Wise Council, yeah, we read that already. On everyone, it's the same everywhere. Satan's Smite has been replaced with Light's Blessing, and as an ability that increases the armor and mana regeneration of nearby units. Ooh. Okay, that is kind of cool to see some love for Satan. I am gonna wonder how that's gonna affect their fight against Cult. Restoring Lordaeron now gives 1,200 XP instead of 3,000, and slightly less troops and gold and lumber rewards. Nice. Restore Lordaeron now gives Silverhand a new unit choice, the Lordaeron Priests. Okay. The arm is gained when the Scarlet Crusade is triggered. are 1.5 times more numerous. The gold/lumber rewards increase from 250 to 400. Okay, so when going Scarlet now, you will get a little bit more troops and more gold to start off with. Isilin, Sally, Captain Westwind, Baron Westwind I think I mean, and Reynolds are now all viable as long as two hands stands, and light blue, is in the Scar Crusade. Now that means if you want to go Scar Crusade, you must suicide Mongrain, because by the time most likely people become Scarlet, it is either when Tearsan has fallen, they're fighting somewhere else. That's my experience with that. Tearsan gains 4,000 HP when the Scar Crusade happens. Okay, so that's gonna be their bastion. Tyrion Fortune's Divine Shell has been replaced with Light's Blessing, which we did say what it was on when we read Satan here. CDs on Paladin's Divine Shield has been increased. Scarlet Inquisitors are now trained at church, not town halls. Reynolds' base strength increased by 10 and HP by 250. His strength gain reduced from 2.7 to 2.1. Now this means his auto attacks and combined with fantasism and all that, we might be a little bit more stronger. Not much, but Unholy Conversion's cooldown decreased from 50 to 30. Okay. The other one, new content, it is now. I've been talking to SVNMS and this is nothing, okay? Increase the Ancient of Taldaron's movement speed. Ancient of Taldaron's movement speed? What is that? That's something I don't know. When Daldaron goes Teosful orders path, all enemy buildings around the Silver Pine forward spawn point are automatically destroyed, prevents game abuse by towering. I've never seen this before, but I would love to see if somebody actually did this. Teosful Countless HP has been increased from 800 to 900, Wise Council of course. Druids of the Side pack form no longer Druids of the Side's pack form, no longer has magic immunity, it now has resistance skin, okay. Jen's Ultimates, the rotation increased by 5. The rotation of Mass Arcane Shielding decreased from 30 to 20. Khadgar no longer gains bonus movement speed when in his Eternal form. Summon water elementals from the sea defenses now deal magic damage and not pierced. This makes them more effective against Legion forces. Okay, nice. So Forsaken, the content, it says nothing here. It only says after, but I was told by SVNMS that the Apotheosis from like when you go the solo path, now you can build them. They're now tied to Farinal, which means you can build them as long as Farinal is still alive. But of course, Farinal is still going to be tied to the Royal Apothecary. Okay. Balance. Sylvanas in Ranger form has had her HP reduced by 100 and her strength per level decreased, but agility and attack base increased by 2. Banshee Sylvanas has had her attack increased by 5. Spawn Forsaken Shadows can only stay in their mortal world for so long, and now slowly starts to die, which is kind of cool because we do see a lot of them come around many times, and it's not always you can get rid of them. Forsaken Shadows can now reform back into Forsaken. Costs gold, so I do wonder what kind of units they will form into. Will they form into the original unit or just like a new unit called Forsaken perhaps? The Apotheories now depend on having Farinal instead of the Royal Apothecary. Okay, that was there, but it was put wrong place then maybe. Dwarves, none this patch, new content that is. The Dwarven base in Northrend now starts with workers and has more buildings, which is Venture Bay. Dark Iron Fire Elementals now as classed as summons. Dwarven warriors no longer benefit from the Wildhammer's might, they have plus 50 HP. Falstad's Fort Lightning spell, Fort Lightning's first 2 levels now deal 100 and 150 damage instead of 200 to 230. Holy shit. The Griffith's Chain Lightning now deals 93 damage instead of 120, but it no longer reduced by 15 with each jump. The overall damage stays the same. Okay, so okay. Cooldown on the setup camp has been increased from 10 to 30. Its rotation has been reduced from 160 to 30. Oh my god! That is a lot. But nice to see that. There's now a gold mine in Outland which dwarves can mine from. Ooh. Siege engines and flying machines now require Ironforge City and the Gnomish technology upgrade. All dwarven units have had their cost increased by 1. If Venture Bay dies, Bran becomes unrevivable. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. Now here comes the big winner of this patch, which is the Horde. Oh my god, they have so much this patch. So they're a clear winner of this. The first one is the new faction path, the Magar Ancestry path, triggered by the research. The Horde has taken a step further into its old ways before it was corrupted by demons. Thrall embraced the teaching of the shamanistic ancestors, the Magar, and welcomes Mother Gaia into the Horde. The strong and wise Cairn Bloodhoff is appointed war chief of the Horde, thus ushering his new age of peace and spiritual for the orcs. Requires the formation of the Earthen Ring before your spiritual path can be unlocked. Replaces spiritual awakening upgrade. Grants all previous benefits of the spiritual awakening, such as Spirit Riders from form for Wind Riders, Drakthor's reveal ability, increased effectiveness of Shaman Summoned Wolves. Grants Maga base in Nagran, led by Mother Gaia, spiritual leader of the Maga. Uses Wallet Sila model. Okay. New unit Maga Warrior replaces Grunts. New unit Spirit Guide replaces Warlocks. Tribal Nomad replaces Coda Beasts. Altar of Storms, Barracks, and Burrows all replaced with Magar variants. Cairn Bloodhoff is appointed as War Chief of the Horde, replaces Gorn. Lore explanation. In lore, Cairn challenged Garrosh to a duel to battle over leadership of the Horde. He lost due to his alternate scenario in the battle. He lost, but in this alternate scenario, the battle never took place. If you guys want to know what happened, it was the other. I don't remember what the name of the evil Taurens, I guess I could say, but they poisoned Garrosh's axe, and Cairn was hit once, and that poison killed him. Tauron, under the leadership of Cairn, replaced by Turnoka, they require Cairn to be alive. Okay. Mother Gaia can prey on the spirits of Oshugon, gaining this powerful entity in your battle for Outland. If the Dragonma have joined the Horde, they are kicked out for their corruption and links to Garrosh. If you have already gained Garrosh via the Warsong event, he will leave your Horde. Garrosh no longer is revivable. That's the second one. If Garrosh is no longer revivable, if Forsaken Hold is destroyed. Researching the true Horde will negate this. The Tanuka event has been removed. Horde can get torrents through the Ancestry event, and Tanukas have been replaced by Tuska joining Horde event. Tuska. Oh god. Now this is something I've been looking forward to as well. Like, this path has been mostly talked about. I haven't seen much of the spiritual path talking, but this is the true Horde.
I have fought beside the Tauren, trolls, and others. You are nothing like them. They are no longer part of my Horde! The world will hear of this. They will come for you. Yes, I'm counting on it.
Garrosh becomes War Chief of the Horde and declares the Orcish supremacy, vowing to subdue all lesser races, rejecting both shamanism and demonic magic in favor of industrial might. He names his new power the True Horde. Requires the formation of the Warsong Offensive in Northrend before this path is unlocked. Replaces the Warsong Offensive research. Garrosh gains 3 new bonus levels, unlocks 2 bonus abilities for Garrosh, and gives him Gorehowl item. Garrosh becomes revivable. General Nazgrim joins you, replaces Nobundu if you already have him. Has Black Fuse for the Goblin Tinker, replaces Drakthar. All buildings gains max upgraded spiked barricades, unlocks Orcish Cannon Towers, enables Demolish's Burning Oil ability, increases the HP of HP of Orc structures and mechanical units by 250. Clan Brutes replaced by Core Cron Guards as your new elite choice. If you're allied to Trolls or Forsaken, you will lose them as allies. Reventusk will go to Trolls, gains the Sky Shredder Zeppelin, gains True Horde Loyalists, which replaces Frostwolf Riders, gains access to the deadly Iron Star Siege technology. I'm looking forward to see how this is gonna be. I have watched the True Horde path on Brigand's Haven, and I've seen some of the suggestions for spells for these new heroes. I'm looking forward to see what they have. So, balance. This is for Horde then. Goblin reveal on Observatory gold cost increase from 5 to 10. Garrosh now has his iconic massive Tusk armor and starts off with plus 100 HP and plus 5 attack. Efficiency of War Chief's aura and Maga strength has been increased. The Warsong offensive is triggered by actually traveling to Northern with the hero. Okay. Warsong offensive actually has a harbor now and allows evacuations to happen. Yeah, I can see, because of course they have changed the terrain there with the Nexus and all that. Warsong Hold has been expanded and fortified. Fixed Scorn's ultimate description. Purged mana cost produced from 75 to 60. Increased the effectiveness of spiked barricades. This ability no longer researchable but triggered via certain events. Raven Tusk Village increased HP increased by 1000. Horse elites now have Hearthstone ability. I don't know what Hearthstone is, but okay. Trolls. Okay, non-content. This patch, unfortunately, for the trolls. A Killson's Whirlwind Spirit's spell cast range has been decreased from 900 to 600. Soldier's ultimate rotation increased by 5 seconds. Ice Tusk Mammoths benefit from the Beast Empowerment. Ice Troll Brawlers now have 30% evasion and 10% critical strike. Shadow Priest Brew Potion has been replaced with the spell. Ice Priest, the spell has been replaced with an auto-castable Frostbolt. Ooh. Ice Priest Mana Ward has been replaced with a Moonsoon based Blizzard. The Jungle Raptors and Wallbringers are now trainable from Beastry. Ice Troll Brawlers are now trainable from the normal barracks. They still require Gundrack, and the Ice Troll buildings and Ice Troll Walkers have been removed. This should make managing things much easier for trolls getting the Ice Trolls. Will affect how effective trolls are when invading and needing to construct forward base. Gundrack HP increased to 10,000, armor 15. Holy shit. And there's no bug fix in this from what I've been sent, but this is it, guys. This is the new news for 1.27, and I'm gonna say I'm looking forward to this. The expected date is this Sunday, I believe it was. I think it was this Sunday, coming now. So I'm looking forward to this, and thanks so much for watching, and until next time, guys, bye-bye.